Hello, everyone. Whether a family member or a friend, we all know someone that has lost their life due to cancer. If you haven't, you're lucky, considering 1 in 4 deaths are caused by cancer. Rebecca Sagel, Cancer Statistics 2013. We're all aware of cancer, but what is it exactly? According to Johnson Memorial Health in their article, What Exactly is Cancer? The term cancer is given to a collection of diseases with a common factor. A normal cell goes berserk and grows and divides at a rapid, uncontrolled rate. For such a simple explanation, this disease does great damage to millions of people and is extremely difficult to get rid of. Many people donate to cancer research, hoping that there will one day be a cure for this. While there are many types of cancers that cannot be prevented, much research shows that by making lifestyle changes, people can avoid getting other types of cancer. Though, when asking people their thoughts on cancer or looking up cancer online, most of what people say is that it's just a big deal and people should know that it's serious. How to actually avoid getting some types of cancer seems pushed off, or when you ask someone what they think causes cancer, they just say, well, everything. Some of the things we will be looking at today that can actually cause cancer are refined sugars and bad carbohydrates, lack of exercise, and alcohol. Many people don't talk about how diets can affect cancer risks. Sugar and carbohydrates alone not only put you at risk for diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, kidney disease, and cardiovascular disease, but have a great link to cancer. Johnson, Sagel, Sounton, Nakagawa, Fang, Kong, Gersh, Benner, and Lozada, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. There has been a theory that sugar and carbohydrates are directly linked to cancer by feeding cancer cells, though there isn't enough information to say that that's completely true. The indirect link that sugars and carbohydrates have to cancer is through obesity. Obesity is directly linked to cancer because fat cells, through the hormones they produce, are a major regulator of inflammation. But inflammation also makes it more likely that you'll damage the DNA of cells that survive, and this increases the chance that a cell might turn cancerous. Matt Tontono's No Sugar, No Cancer, a Look at the Evidence. Obesity is one of the top reasons for getting cancer next to smoking cigarettes, and is said to cause 13 different types of cancer. Emma Smith, Sugar and Cancer, What You Need to Know. So, what does sugar and carbohydrates have to do with obesity? Well, actually a whole lot, but we're not talking about the natural sugars and carbohydrates found in things like fruits and vegetables. We're talking about refined sugars and carbs found in things like sodas, candies, and cakes. These bad sugars even hide in things that advertise themselves as healthy, such as vitamin water and protein bars. These not only are they high calorically and don't usually keep you full all day, but studies show that it is proven they are equally addictive as hard drugs. So you keep craving these processed foods even after you've eaten all the calories that you needed for the day. D. Nicolantonio, O'Keefe, and Wilson, Sugar Addiction is a Real and Narrative Review. Emmett Smith, Sugar and Cancer, What You Need to Know. The easiest way to avoid eating too many refined sugars and carbs is by tracking what you eat and eating whole foods. These whole foods include vegetables, fruit, and meat, and can help avoid any hidden sugars, carbs, and chemicals that processed foods would have. Also, track how many calories you eat. Some people need more or less calories based on their body types and how much physical activity they get every day. Tracking the calories you need and what calories are in your food will help keep you balanced. You'd be surprised once you start looking at the nutrition facts of things that you might eat every day. I recently bought a mocha latte from Wawa, and I found that it was 467 calories, and it was mostly made up of refined sugars. Not only is obesity linked to diet, but it is also linked to lack of physical activity. Obesity from lack of physical activity is known to lead to some common cancers like pancreatic cancer, but lack of exercise is also known to lead to other types of cancer that aren't related to obesity. McCaud, Liu, Giovannucci, Willett, Golditz, Fuchs, Journal of National Cancer Institute. According to the National Cancer Institute, in their article, Physical Activity and Cancer, some of the cancers linked to physical activity include colon cancer, breast cancer, endometrial cancer, esophageal adenocarcinoma, liver cancer, gastric cardiac cancer, kidney cancer, myeloid leukemia, myeloma, and cancers of the head, neck, rectum, and bladder. Though the lack of physical activity is blatantly linked to all these different types of cancer, physical activity has significantly dropped in America over the years. Since the early 90s, schools have taken away physical activities for children, putting them at risk for disease at a very early age. Also, it's been made increasingly difficult to get leisurely physical activity with the lack of sidewalks, greater pressure to drive instead of walk or bike places, and everything becoming automated. With more of our activities requiring us not to move, such as watching TV or using our computers, that also greatly contributes to this problem. Not only does this issue greatly contribute to cancer, but it kills 300,000 people a year from other diseases as well. CDC, physical inactivity. Some ways to start reversing this issue is to get together with local politicians and the school board and talk about incorporating more ways to get kids active, such as putting in sidewalks or increasing recess times. Easier ways to start helping the issue is to start teaching kids how to get active and limiting their time doing sedentary activities. Adults can get themselves active by incorporating physical activity into their daily routine. Running, walking, biking, and swimming are some really great exercises for you to do, but if you're a busy body, you might not have a ton of time to do these things. Some indoor exercises you can do are going up and down the stairs, doing floor exercises, getting at-home workout equipment, or even doing yoga helps a lot. Alcohol is incorporated into almost every American celebration, whether it is a family holiday, a birthday, or a sports event. They even have wine at churches. It's also very prevalent in the college scene, making every 2 in 5 college students heavily dependent on alcohol or showing signs of alcohol abuse. Knight, Wexler, Kuo, Sabring, Weitzman, and Schuckett, alcohol abuse and dependence among U.S. college students. For how much alcohol is heavily celebrated, it is also extremely harmful for our bodies. Not only does alcohol destroy pretty much every organ in your body, but there are a multitude of cancers linked to alcohol consumption, such as cancer of the oral cavity, pharynx, larynx, esophagus, liver, colon, rectum, and in women, breast. There's also an association that is suspected for cancers of the pancreas and lungs. Dr. Paolo Buffetta, MD, Mia Hashibi, PhD, Alcohol and Cancer. Over the last 17 years, alcohol consumption has skyrocketed to dangerous, unhealthy levels. Overconsumption of alcohol for women, racial minorities, older adults, and the poor has also largely spiked. Camilla Dominowski, drinking on the rise in U.S., especially for women, minorities, and older adults. Some ways to avoid overconsuming alcohol is by limiting your alcohol, which is roughly no more than 3 drinks a week, and by not celebrating every single occasion with alcohol. Also, finding different coping mechanisms that aren't alcohol, such as getting into art or exercising, can help decrease your drinking. People are right when they say that cancer is a big deal, but they also need to create awareness about how people can get cancer as well. It just isn't enough to say that cancer is a big problem and throw money at cancer research. Making awareness by telling people that they can do what they can do for themselves can make a huge difference. We need to talk about the dangers of overeating refined sugars and carbohydrates, not getting enough exercise every day, and the overconsumption of alcoholic beverages. It unfortunately won't cure all cancers in the world, but having the capabilities to stop many other types of cancers would help a lot of people. Not only do these issues just create cancer, but they also are shown to create other diseases and health complications as well. Small actions today can make a huge difference in people's lives for later down the road.